A morning in Qaanaaq, in the north of Greenland. Dogs are on the lookout. The men are working over the frozen sea. The hunting will start soon. In summer, the sun never sets. Days go on for months. The 600 inhabitants of Qaanaaq live differently after a long winter. One of the senior residents, 85-year-old Regina Christiansen, attends the Lutheran Mass at one of the northernmost churches on the planet. Qaanaaq's entire history is in this small church. Behind the altar, there's an image of Jesus on Mount Dundas, the place where the eldest residents, like Regina, used to live before the requisition of their land in 1953 to expand Tula, the American military base. This altarpiece was already hanging in their old church at the time. This forced relocation remains etched in their minds, a trauma that was rekindled when the American president said he wanted to take over Greenland. The Danes built Qaanaaq from scratch under US pressure. Over 100 people were expelled and had to leave and rebuild their lives 120 kilometers further north. Regina faced this relocation alongside her family. Her father, Kari Garswak, was an aide to Knut Rasmussen, the famous Danish Inuit explorer. Kari Garswak was an experienced sleigh driver. "13-year-old Regina and her family had to leave everything behind in 1953. She describes the chaos in the days before she set off with her family, on 3 dog sleighs loaded with tents, duvets, clothes, and kitchen utensils. Their land was here, in Tula, where the American base was established. Regina likes it and also hates it. She worked there for many years.
Na mai nakatauki. Ataikan idibidihum matangayokaka tuntisim.
The public may visit the area, but is banned from resettling there. There is not much left at the foot of Mount Dundas. They now live at the edge of this fjord. Qaanaaq was built by the Danish authorities in this windswept and arid area. There is a new cemetery on the east side. The inhabitants are Inuhuits, an Inuit group with 600 members, all settled in this region. All of them uprooted. The first Qaanaaq newcomers stayed in tents. 6 months later, the United States paid for 27 houses to be built. They are still there.
Those houses are the one who were built for the Inuit Eskimos. They are not that big, and a family used to live in there. And it is renewed. It was much in bad condition before that. So.
David Kiokitsok works for Qaanaaq's local council. He also works as a volunteer at Radio Qaanaaq. David's father began a long legal battle against Denmark, the Hingitak 53 movement, the relocated of 1953, who fought to get compensation for the loss of their land.
Some individual people get 50,000 kroners back then. So even though they didn't feel the one against the Danish system at that time.
That's 6,700 euros, but no right to return to the land as requested. A wound which the Inuhuits never recovered from, and that reinforces their resentment towards the Danish colonizers.
If Trump wants to buy Greenland, you say yes?
No, I should maybe. I only want the Americans to help us to become our own people. I think he can respect that. I will fight for my own rights to be as Inuit people, if it is possible by the help of the American people. That's what I'm after now. That's why sometimes I get extremist, even though people cannot understand it, because the way Danish people treat my people makes me so angry. They cannot fool us anymore, but they have done it through the Danish parliament in 1953.
Greenland is highly desirable. In March 2025, the American vice president landed not far from Qaanaaq at the Tula base, named Pitufik, in 2023. But he didn't go much further. Greenland authorities didn't welcome Trump's threats in January. The American president said that they would conquer Greenland. France and the EU's response, in summary, oh no, you won't. Macron came to say so in June in Nuuk, the capital of Greenland.
Thank you.
He urged respect for the integrity of the autonomous Danish territory. Above all, and far from geopolitical considerations, Regina and every Inuhuit in Qaanaaq want to preserve their traditions and their culture, which are unique in the world, and to continue to enjoy the riches of nature. The ice field is melting. To access the sea, they must head eastwards. Alikatsiak Piri is meeting a friend who is going narwhal hunting. Weakened by Parkinson's disease, Ali Katsiak does what he can, determined to defend the Inuit way of living.
If we don't get independent, we cannot live the way we want. And we are already losing billions of money to Denmark. They are taking all the resources. And if we change to America, it will be the same.
Behind the wheel is Kipisok, one of Qaanaaq's 75 professional hunters, alongside his wife, Kalanquak, and their daughter, Lisa. His hunting technique: sit down and wait in silence. A seal shows up near them. He is too far away to be targeted. They will have to wait for another prey. Narwhal, beluga whale, walrus, whale, seal. Depending on the area, the season and luck, the ocean is a great larder if annual quotas are respected and with patience. In Qaanaaq, there are the hunters and the hunters' wives, who play an equally vital role.
Uiga piniartungoramatuni aureangermat naqqaningaani ammerine uanni ilinniartariaqqagiga taya ukiumi atiaggai tamaiha ammi tikiussai tamaiha ihumaini loqattarikka qitorngava atiaqartitlugi uigalu atiaqartitlugu oqortuni pinialoqattarikka.
We choose to hunt narwhals the most quiet way we can, because we don't want them to flee from our bay. And we follow the culture because it's a beautiful way to hunt. Maybe many people don't understand why we have to harpoon them first. If we start shooting them, we will just wound them, and they will get hurt, and they will have pain for a long time if we lose them. But if we harpoon them first with a buoy, then we can find them immediately. That's how we don't waste a life.
Respecting nature and not harming animals. It is a matter of survival for a community already threatened by climate change.
The ice might be back, so we are a bit in a hurry.
The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the rest of the globe. In Qaanaaq, the ice is thinner, and the hunting season is shorter. Qaanaaq is hard to access. Only 2 flights a week connect Qaanaaq to the rest of Greenland when the weather allows it. Supplies are delivered twice a year by boat, in July and September. Foodstuff available at the supermarket is from Denmark. The only place where residents can gather is the sports hall, the beating heart of Qaanaaq. Ali Katsiak, hunter by day and singer by night, takes the stage. Togetherness is precious in a remote town, where unemployment is 3 times higher than in the rest of the country. The singer of Nanook, a famous Greenlandic band, passing through Qaanaaq, takes the stage. The future for the Qaanaaq Inuits is to stay here with their basic services: school, hospital, retirement home. Just next door, there's even a museum preserving the history of the Inuit community.
We are at the Qaanaaq Museum, and this is an old house of Knud Rasmussen.
The explorer's house was transported from Tula, the old village at the foot of Mount Dundas, to Qaanaaq in 1987. The museum features important names of the Arctic exploration, such as Kavi Gaswak, Regina's father. Ali Katsiak also has a famous ancestor, the American Robert Peary, who claimed to be the first to reach the North Pole in 1901.
This is Adokasina. It's my great, I think, great grandmother. She had a child with Robert Peary when he was here on the expedition. I'm happy that Robert Peary came to here to have a child, so I can be born here.
The museum also has everyday Inuit objects: harpoons, traps, sleighs, rifles, all the equipment used in traditional hunting.
All over the world, rifle shot is bad. When someone shoots in your country, it means something is bad. But around here, when someone shoots, we will be thrilled, we will be happy. It means food for us when someone shoots. So that's the difference. Climate change was fast, so it's difficult to learn it. So we cannot be great hunters because we don't know so much about the ice as our uncles and fathers. They are the last great hunters.
They'll continue to live off hunting for as long as possible. And their wives will continue to transform animal skins. Kipisok's wife, Kalankwak, stores her work in a shed in front of her house. These are her husband's polar bear trousers.
Kanona, kaitulihang masengi irung akhonak kaya kataktun. Ogwa makhoneng inamat. Kanona upate ne, marone kanutan tasinak tenna. Nano iduito pingahong oni nanong khanakakatakt. Nano iduito ami.
This house, one of the first to be built in Qaanaaq in 1953, belonged to Qaanaaq's grandparents. It houses the couple and their 4 children. She doesn't want to miss anything. Their son is playing in a football tournament in Ilulissat, the next closest village, 1,000 kilometers away. He wears the number 5 and is captain of the team. It's the semi-final. Further on in Qaanaaq, Alikatsiak Piri has conscripted his family for a tricky task: to transport a huge piece of narwhal. They hunted the beast last week.
It's unwritten rule, the way we cut it. Our boy was the second who harpooned the narwhal. It means he get the back part, the fin part.
Narwhal can be eaten raw, cooked or fermented, an Inuit speciality.
We are making a fermented narwhal, and we're gonna cover it with the stones.
Fish, birds, game. Fermentation helps with preservation and nutritional diversity.
If the sun hit it, it can become poisonous. So we have to make sure the sun doesn't get through. Una amu una ungedu una. We also need to cover it as good as we can so the Arctic fox doesn't come in and eat it. If it takes too long, it can be overcooked, can we say, over fermented. So we have to make sure we know when we can get it. So 2.5 months, maybe.
Alikatsiak must go to the ice field to move his dogs to dry land, as his ancestors did every summer. Nature dictates its own law and pace according to each season, far from the geopolitical debates that have placed Greenland at the heart of current affairs. Nanook, the omnipresent polar bear in Inuit mythology, watches over them.